A.O. Scott, chief film critic, sat down with us earlier this week to give us an inside scoop on what it's like to review for the New York Times. I'm Casey Del Vasto. Let's take a look.
I think that disagreement is very healthy. I mean, I think that movies that everybody agrees on turn out not to be very interesting movies. I think the most interesting movies are always the ones that provoke the most interesting, the most intense, the most passionate arguments. And I think that it's the job of the critic, the way you relate to your audience is, to your readers, is not hoping that they'll agree with you all the time or that you'll even persuade them all the time, but that they'll trust you. So that's, I think, the really important distinction between agreement and trust, because people have all different kinds of taste and like things for different kind of reasons. My hope is that I can explain and support my own opinion, my own judgment, my own argument in a way that will at least get my readers thinking about it.
The most important thing to remember is that criticism, for me, I was thinking criticism is above all, it's a form of writing, it's a form of literary expression, it's a discipline of thought.
A lot of the evening is going to be question and answers from the moderators and from the audience, because I always find that it's audiences want to hear a lot about what I think of particular movies, about the ins and outs of my job, and so on. So I'm going to talk for a while before that just about kind of what the role of the critic is in the current movie landscape, how it's changed, what it is really that we're for, and talk a little bit also about that in the context of the Oscar race. That's what's going on now. That's what everyone is thinking about.
And most bad movies are not, you know, are not evil, right? I mean, are bad because they fail to be good or rise only to a level of mediocrity. And you need to point that out.
The most important thing that you're really writing about is your own experience of watching the movie. You're putting yourself in the seat that your readers, that the audience is going to be sitting in, and you're reporting on that experience. So you have to have that experience and analyze that experience at the same time. There isn't time to see a movie more than once. There isn't time to kind of, most of the time, sometimes it is, but usually there isn't time to go back and kind of test your responses and think about it with a second viewing. So you have to kind of watch it twice simultaneously. Once as just sort of having the experience, letting it wash over you, and at the same time thinking about why you're having that experience, what that experience means, what the film is doing to create that experience.